Welcome back to Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. We had the skid steer coming home, and the last video was the 7 acres I added to my current 7 acres. So, yep, and now today I'm showing something else. A couple more things that I've invested in for my homestead and my future. So let's go on a little adventure with me. We'll see how much of this I can do one-handed. I am in, turn it on, take it out of park, start it up. All right, let's go on a little ride in my new toy. You need both hands to put it in reverse. Here we go, 2025 Honda Pioneer 520. We're going from my front door over to the new property and back. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, this is really cool. I don't know if you saw the video, if that turned out okay, but now that I've added 7 acres, I've got a lot more ground to cover, and this is going to help me do it. It's a brand new 2025 Honda Pioneer 520. I got it after I bought the property next to me. Let's take a look around it. I will do a more in-depth video later on. Yeah, this is great. It's 50 inches wide, so it'll fit in the back of most trucks. This is like the smallest side-by-side you can get. Yeah, 2-seater. It's got a dump bed on it, so that there's a lever. I can't do it with one hand, but you can dump the bed out and the tailgate goes down, you know, just like a normal truck. It's got a hitch down there. It's 4-wheel drive, or 2-wheel drive, so you get to choose on that. It's automatic transmission or manual transmission. You get to choose how you want to drive it on that. And yeah, this thing is just you know, it is a great utility vehicle. My Honda side-by-side. All right, Honda of Russellville. The Honda dealership is right next door to the cat dealership. So yeah, I decided I'm gonna buzz over there one day when I was headed over to the cat dealer, and stopped in and looked around, and I'd done shopping before then. So yeah, I should start off with that. Shopping on, you know, Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist for a used side-by-side. Man, these things maintain their value. I was hoping to spend, you know, maybe like $5,000, and at that price range, you're looking at something that's already 10 years old, has thousands of miles on it, is probably it needs something, you know, like a used car. Same deal. You buy a cheaper used car. So, you know, for $5,000, there was just not a lot out there in that price range. Then I bought that new property, and I'm like, okay, I need something. I need something to go back and forth, and so I just went ahead and bought a brand new one. Comes with the warranty. I don't have to worry about it. You know, I told myself I'm never going to buy a new car. And because of some, you know, guilt by association stuff, I'm not a fan of Hondas, and I don't like red vehicles. So I broke 2 of my rules. I bought a brand new red Honda, but it's a side-by-side. It's not a car. So I felt it was all right. There are some other side-by-sides in this price range and this size, and with the Honda dealer being there, and Honda's having a good rating. These things are made in South Carolina, so it's just a good product. I only have like 70 miles on it, and I got it in, I want to say June, maybe July. So I've had it about half a year now, and this thing's just great. You know, I said I'd never buy a new car again. But this thing is, I'm going to be using it every day. This is my everyday driver. So if I'm going over to the new property or buzzing around up to neighbors or, whatever, this thing has already gotten a lot of use. Um, I've got that old golf cart I could still fix up. I'd have to put a lot of money into it. But that golf cart is not off-road capable. So yeah, this thing made it 10 miles over the ice to Simple Life Reclaimed and Country Road Cure to take care of their animals. I didn't do it. I'm not that crazy. It was cold. Jen and Wiley was able to do it because all of the roads were just iced over, and their driveway would have just been impossible. So yeah, I had offered them, hey, if you need to get over there, I think this thing will do it. And sure enough, it got there and back, no problem. They actually made pretty good time. So yeah, this thing is going to be so handy. It already has been. As I deal with 14 acres now, having that little trailer hitch back there, I can hook up a small trailer and do all kinds of things with this. So it's already been very useful. It's going to be very useful in the future. So I decided to bite the bullet and go ahead and get a new one instead of dealing with a used one and all the issues that go along with that. Uh-oh, got a message. So yeah, this is my Honda Pioneer 520, automatic or manual, two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Now there are all kinds of upgrades you can throw money at for this thing. People put snow plows on them, radios, lights, you name it. You name it. There are upgrades to these. I'm not going to go wild. I'm going to go for some cup holders. One thing I would like to put on is a windshield. When it's cold and that wind is just coming at yeah. So I would like to put a windshield on, and the first service is at 100 miles. So at 100 miles, they recommend you take it into the dealer and they do the first service on it. So when I get to 100 miles and take it in, I'll probably have them go ahead and put a windshield on it. And yeah, but that's about it as far as the upgrades go. Maybe a winch someday. You just never know. But yeah, with 14 acres, this will be extremely useful. I won't have to worry about it for many years to come because of the warranty. And yeah, this was just overall a good purchase. I ended up financing a small portion of this one. When I went in for the financing, my credit score was a 0. It's not bad. It just means, you don't take out loans and you don't owe anybody anything. So because I put so much money down on this, they went ahead and financed it for me for a couple years, and so it's not a bad thing. It's going to help build my credit, is what it's going to do. And so the skid steer, if I sold the skid steer, I could pay off that land next door, so that's covered. And this thing, if I sold it, I owe a lot less on it than what the selling price would be. So I'm not sweating it on any finances. So yeah, pretty cool. Got my little Honda side by side, and I'm ready to turn Bobblehead Homestead into something bigger and better. That cool little Honda is going to be my everyday driver around the 14-acre homestead. This is my everyday driver around town. I don't drive, I don't go anywhere every day. But yeah, this is my main vehicle, only vehicle, till Boss Hog the Suburban is, till I get that going again. Boss Hog is a luxury, so that'll happen when it happens. But yeah, so this Toyota Sequoia is, it's a great utility vehicle. It'll haul a bunch of people, it'll haul a bunch of stuff. It'll tow a trailer with a bunch of stuff on it. I wouldn't use it to haul my skid steer unless it was in a major pinch. But yeah, this thing is it's great. I'm keeping it around. The one thing I learned, it does not get good gas mileage. Anything that can haul a bunch of people and stuff is not going to get good gas mileage. So when I went to the 4th of July out past Memphis at Tim at Ridge Life, I drove out there in my Toyota Sequoia, and I got about 15 miles per gallon. So yeah, I've been looking for something in addition to this that would get better gas mileage, because I want to go on some road trips. I've got places to go, people to see, and the Toyota is just 15 miles a gallon. Yeah, I was looking for something a little bit easier on the gas if I'm going to Iowa or Illinois or Colorado or Florida or any of the places where I'd like to go coming up. So I went shopping for a good, reliable vehicle that'll get better gas mileage, and I came home with a 2005 Buick LeSabre. Let's take a look. A 2005 Buick LeSabre. That is the last year of the Buick LeSabre. It has 108,000 miles on it. I got it from a grandma who got it from her mom, so it's a great grandma's car. But yeah, 20 years old, only 108,000 miles on it. These 6-cylinder engines, I'm the car expert, but they say these 6-cylinder engines are some of the best ever made. And I was doing my research. I wanted something that's going to get 25 miles per gallon on the highway, and this thing, even though it's a 6-cylinder, it'll get me 25 miles a gallon. I'm about ready to test it. We'll get into that in a minute. But I also wanted something comfortable, and I was looking at cars in like Toyota. I didn't want a Camry, but the Toyota Avalon, that was pretty attractive. Those have a higher resale value. They would have had a lot more miles on it. I was looking at, maybe like a Subaru Outback, something like that. And it's just, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on a second vehicle. So, I'm not like the Honda where I'm going to go out and buy something brand new. This thing is, in Arkansas, you have no sales tax if the car is $4,000 or less. So that's the price range I was shopping in. That's the price range I got this at. And I think it was a pretty good deal. Now, I did have to put some money in it. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, I was looking at, I think I really wanted a Toyota Avalon, and just nothing jumped out at me. I wanted something that got decent gas mileage. I didn't want a tiny car. I want something that's comfortable going down the highway. I had owned a Buick Century previously. I think it was a 99, maybe a 98 Buick Century, but that car was awesome. I drove that Illinois to Arkansas back and forth many times. It had gone through the family. It had been wrecked a couple times. I don't even remember how many miles it had on it, but I really enjoyed that Buick Century. So I was familiar with the Buicks, and this is one of them that I was looking at, and I found it in Fort Smith, so I snagged it. But yeah, 2005 Buick Century, 108,000 miles. It'd been, it didn't get a lot of use, and it had been sitting for a while. I ended up putting new tires on it, had to fix the air conditioning. There was a check engine light, I'm gonna forget. Magazine tire just took care of it. Not the coil packs. Had to change some blinker light bulbs, and I still need to fix the seat belt. Don't tell anybody. But other than that, the interior is in great shape. Yeah, I took it up to Magazine Tire, had that check engine issue. I had them go through it, the oil change, alignment on the brand new tires. I had them go ahead and flush the coolant and change that out, and it is ready to go on a road trip, and I have a road trip coming up tomorrow. This is the last of my big purchases that I'll be revealing in videos, and this wasn't that big of a purchase. I paid cash for it. I don't owe nothing. How much were the tire? I probably put about another 1,500 bucks into it. That ain't bad, and it should be ready to go cross country. Only 108,000 miles. I just hit 220,000 miles on the Toyota Sequoia. And there's some stuff that needs to be done to that Toyota Sequoia. And, now I have a friend who offered to do that stuff. He's not gonna, it'll take him a few days to get through it. So, just having a backup vehicle, it is so nice to be fortunate enough that I'm in this position that I can handle more than two vehicles. But I do not spend a lot on cars. I just do not. This thing, it's got some paint peeling, some paint chips. It's not perfect by any stretch, but for a 20-year-old car, it is going to do me fine. I would like to do some road trips. In fact, yeah, I mentioned it earlier, I will be going on a road trip tomorrow, which is probably today, because this video probably won't go out tomorrow, so I'll already be gone on the road trip. But yeah, I have a big road trip coming, so there will not be videos for a few days, and you'll just have to wait and see where I'm taking my first road trip in the Buick LeSabre. And I'll probably see you Friday or Saturday with a video. I'll be back from my road trip, and I'll clue you along as to where I'm going and why I'm going there. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. Take it easy.